Welcome to Rico's Reading Room. In today's video, I'm going to read a climber's story about perseverance, how to solve a problem, the rise and falls of a rock climbing champion. By Ashima Shiraishi. Illustrations by Yao Xiao. I am Ashima. What I do is climb. What I do is solve problems, which is to say, I make them mine. We climbers call our boulders problems. We also call our problems problems, and to solve them both is sort of the same. Once I had a problem, and it stretched into the sky. It was tremendously endless. It was bigger than thinking. It was as huge as the air or the night or the planet. It was a problem bigger than any I had ever seen. And I have seen plenty. There were twists and turns. There were places that looked as slick as glass. One part was arched like a question mark. Another part stuck out like my father's elbow in a photo I have seen of him dancing. And another was shaped like the bolts of fabric stacked in my mother's sewing room. There were many parts, and none of them looked easy. I sighed and clapped my hands full of chalk, which is what I do before I solve a problem. I held this problem in my head. I mapped out every step, each place I would put in my hand, and then I began to climb. Dug my toe into the dot of the question mark. Jammed my fingertips into the bend of my father's dancing elbow. Kicked my leg over my mother's fabrics. And then, for a moment, the world slipped out from under me. I was climbing on nothing but air. The ground beneath me rushed up and pressed into my back, like the hand of a giant named Gravity. So I dusted myself off. Dad asked how I was feeling. He passed me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and for a while, we just sat there. Then, when I was ready, I looked at the problem again, with the new information the fall had given me. Each fall is a message, a hint, an idea. A new way to move from over there to over here. And so I started. And so I fell. And so I climbed again, listening to what the fall had told me. The problem that was endless, which I broke into little pieces. The problem that gave me hints with each fall. And surely and quickly, I climbed a wall. I dug my fingers there and here. I stretched my arms like ropes. I threw my body through the air and caught myself in all the ways I'd imagined. A bright path of thinking. And there, at the top of the problem, I looked down at the bolts of fabric, the dot of the question mark, the bend of the elbow, and I waved hello at the memory of how hard the problem was. And I looked for one problem more. Ashima's Ascent. April 3rd, 2001. Ashima Shiraishi is born Tetsuya and Hisatoshi Shiraishi. Data is not available for when Ashima figures out how to climb out of her crib. Age 6. Ashima begins climbing at Rat Rock in Central Park, New York City. Age 7. Ashima enters her first climbing competition. Age 8. Ashima solves the problem Power of Silence in Hueco Tanks, Texas. This boulder is rated V10 for difficulty, a grade only expert climbers can achieve. Age 9. Ashima climbs her first V11 and V12 problems, including Rogered in the shower and Chablanc in Hueco Tanks. Age 10. Ashima becomes the youngest person ever to climb a V13 problem, Crown of Aragon in Hueco Tanks. Only elite climbers and professionals can climb at this grade. Age 13. Ashima climbs Golden Shadow in Rocklands, South Africa, pictured in this book, her first V14. Age 14. Ashima becomes the first woman in the world to climb a V15 boulder problem, Horizon, in Mount Hiei, Japan. She is the second person ever to solve this problem. Age 15. Ashima sweeps the IFSC Youth World Championships for a third year running and also places first in SCS Nationals. What comes next? The sky's the limit! The end. Thank you for listening to my reading. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell for more videos. And always keep reading.